Alright then, hello and welcome back to Gran Turismo. Last time we completed the colossal 300 kilometers of Grand Valley, and now we're moving on to the second of the endurance races, which is of course All Night 1 along Special Stage Route 11. The car that we're going to be using for this one is the Chaser Le Mans Edition. The only thing that I've added to this one is the racing tires. I've added racing hards, so that should give us a little bit of an edge, especially like it was at Grand Valley, where the AI usually pit within the first 10 laps. We should be fairly decent for halfway through the race. So yeah, All Night 1 then. The Midsummer Night Festival. SS Route 11 is run on a specially built urban circuit. So yeah, with that, let's get underway then. I'm not going to qualify, I'm just going to start at the back as always, and we'll just see how we get on, really. It shouldn't be too difficult. I think this is pretty much a one-stop race. I can stop right about halfway through and carry on. The AI tend to stop about 2 or 3 times. But let's have a look at the entry list for this one then. We have the GTR Le Mans Edition. This is the one that was at the Grand Valley 300. The Impreza Rally Edition, the Lancer Evo 4 GSR, the Evix 200 GT, and the Accord SD SIR. So a nice healthy plethora of different makes and models. And of course me in the Toyota Chaser. So this one shouldn't be a problem at all, really. It should be pretty much a walk in the park, similar to the Grand Valley 300. But we'll see. And this one accelerates a little bit better as well. 2, 1, and away we go. Get past the Accord. And the Exiv. We'll barrel into turn 1 and the lovely chicane. Oh, look at that. The Lancer. If the cars could roll on Gran Turismo 1, he would have been straight over on his lid. There we go, already up into 3rd. Yeah, this car, with the cold tires, doesn't really have the greatest turning circle. But as soon as the tires heat up, oh, there we go, we're going to go into the wall. Well, there we go, that's what happens when the tires are slightly cold and you don't have any grip whatsoever. But that's absolutely fine, we'll be able to catch up. It's only lap 1 of 30. So this one shouldn't take as long as Grand Valley. Should take round about, well, just over an hour, I would say. Maybe a little bit longer. The way my driving is at the moment, it could take maybe 5 hours, who knows. Get past the Accord again. And the Exiv. And there we go. Now we're on the main straight. The leader has pulled out a huge lead, but we'll be able to catch that back up in time. Just going to pace myself for the first couple of laps, get my tires up to temperature. And we'll be alright for the rest of the race then, should be. There you go. You can see once the tires warm up, then it does handle more exceptionally better than it did when it started, but not 100%. Right, get past the Lancer. Go into the walls. Yeah, bonking the walls is something you're going to have to get used to on this endurance race. You're going to do it a hell of a lot. But we are slowly catching on the lead too. Just going around the hairpin. Having to need to play with the throttle a little bit going around some of the more sweeping turns, but not too bad. 1 minute 48.8. Probably scrub off a couple of seconds from that. Getting a couple of good lap times. Slide the ass end out a little bit. Oh. And again, the GTR is the same one that we had at Grand Valley, but this time it's the alternative livery. It's the purple rather than the magenta. And similarly with the Subaru as well, it's using the black livery, not the blue. There we go, squeeze past him. I was tempted to use the Castrol Supra for this one, but no, I'm going to be saving that for the last championship in the game, in the GT League. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use the black, blue and green alternative or the original white, red and green. I've still yet to decide what to use on that one. There we go, taking a lead. Coming up to the end of lap 3. And that's pretty much it. I think we should be safe for the rest of the race now. Oh, he is drafting. Give us a little nudge. A bit naff on the straights, but the corners we pretty much outpace him. We don't slide. Let's have a little look at our chaser, shall we? This used to be my go-to car for the endurance races because he did have really good grip, especially if you use the soft racing tyres. The hards, not so much. He does have a little bit of understeer to him and a little bit of oversteer as well. But he looks the part. Definitely looks like a 90s touring car. So with the lap times then being in the 140s, this one shouldn't last any longer than an hour, I would say. I would say around about 52 minutes, 49 to 52 minutes, something like that. Add into account the pit stops as well, and the first lap, which was rather slow. So yeah, I would say around about between 49 and 55 minutes, thereabouts. And there is another lap complete, starting lap 5, 26 laps to go. No, don't spin it. There we go. When you're able to collect it, sliding in these things is incredibly good fun. You can hear the slower cars working our way across the overpass above. It's still a shame that they don't tell you how far ahead you are from second place by leading the field, but I can't remember if they included that with GT2. They actually give you split times or some sector times at least. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played GT2, so I will be looking forward to getting that started once GT is done. Now this should be a new fastest lap as well. Actually, no, I don't think it will be. 6, 7, 8, nope. Nowhere near a 151, bloody hell. Time to put in a rather quick qualifying lap time to see if we can beat our lap record. It's going to be close. I think probably going to miss out by about a second. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, by a second, like I said. Oh well. It's probably me being a bit too cautious on some of the corners. At least we're pulling out a nice gap on second place. That wall always gets me every single time, that chicane. I can never get through there clean. I always clout that right hand side or the left hand side wall. I was going to see if downshifting around the corner would have probably helped get around, but nope, didn't work. As expected, again, just a second off pace. And clouting the wall is never fun. So yeah, this is just going to be a one-stop race. I'm going to pit on lap 15 just to get it out the way. And then that'll set us up for the rest of the race to commence and have no problems, because we are way faster than the second place driver in the GTR. We're going to be about 3 seconds slower this time round. Hitting the wall didn't help. Yeah, just to be expected. And hit the wall again. I put that down to the front tyres being past their best. Getting some, you know, a little tiny bit of understeer, not a huge amount, considering, you know, the tyres are 9 laps old. So they still handle great compared to, say, the endurance race at Grand Valley where the tyres would go off just suddenly. Nice power drift. Yeah, that's one thing you find. When the rear tires go off, you find sliding is going to be a lot more commonplace than they were at the start of the race. But they're slides you can control. They're not like... They don't make you go completely out of control unless you do spin. The slides are very controllable, which is a massive plus. So we begin at lap number 10. 21 laps to go. And we spin. Unfortunately, that's what happens. We were on course for a good lap time then as well. But sod's law, always the way. Yeah, the front left is starting to go off now anyway. You can tell it's got a slight yellowish hue compared to like a few laps ago. So at the end of lap 15, we are going to go into the pits. And that's another lap complete. So at the end of lap 15, we're going to go in and get our new tyres. And that should be the only pit stop that we have for the race. And because of our little spin, we've lost a bit of time with second place, so he's caught up a bit. You can see even braking now, the car wants to break loose. A lot of understeer on the front left. And up and around for another completed lap. "11 complete. And you find as well, because the tyres are going off, going under that little section is a lot more treacherous. But all in all, we're not doing too bad, considering. Oh, we done it again. Bloody stupid car, come on. Well, that was unfortunate. Still didn't lose that much time though. Second place is only just going around that hairpin now. So we still have about what, 7-8 second lead. Laps 13, only got, what, 3 laps to go until we go into the pits, get our first and only pit stop done. But even though our tyres are going off, we're still pulling away from second place. You can see on the mini-map that they're starting to all struggle on their tires. Try and keep it in third gear to avoid any wheel spin. Or go into the wall. Come on. Come on. Ah, well, again, that was very unfortunate, but oh well. Starting to lose all control on the fronts. And that's what I mean about going under that underpass, is a lot more treacherous when the tires are way past their best. And now we just have to survive for 2 laps on these tyres before we can go in. Shouldn't be too hard. You see that even in third gear we're getting a lot of wheel spin. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh. Oh, for God's sake, always at a weird angle. We're still good. Oh, one's gone to the pits anyway, at least. There's a troublemaker. You can see just how cooked the front left tyre is now. Oh, and he spun it. Good. Okay, that was very cool. If the replay goes up that far, that'll make a great thumbnail, but I doubt it will. Oh yeah, I got no turning ability at all. So in the pits I go. Get some fresh tyres. And we lose the lead, but not for long, we'll catch that back up. So we are in the perfect position to get another victory. And there we go. How we got grip again. It feels so weird. Hello, Mr. Subaru. Go away, Mr. Subaru. Yeah, still need to wait for the tyres to warm up. They're still a little bit slippy. Not the greatest of grip. So leader currently has a front stretch advantage over us, but his tyres are completely gone, so we should be able to catch up in about 4 laps if he doesn't pit before then. It looks like he might be stuck behind one of the slower back markers, so this is definitely going to help. Alright, let's get past you. No, don't spin it, you son of a bitch. Come on, get a move on. What we were catching, until that happened. Okay, well, you just have to keep trying. At least I have pulled a little gap. Or pulled back the gap that it was. Only by a slightest margin, though. Yeah, we've definitely caught back up. They're only just going under this overpass now. Or the underpass. They're not too far ahead, about 5-6 seconds. Right, is that the leader or is that the other lapped machine? I think that's the other lapped one. Yep, that is the Accord. Tell you what, the Accord did very well to hold up the leader all that time. Ah, new fast lap time, 1:47.7. There he is, just going through the chicane now. Right, so the good thing is he is yet to pit, so when he eventually does, we might be able to pull out some good laps and get an extensive lead. Just try and get past him first. That works. Is he going in the pits yet? Nope. Oh, a bloody wall. I'm sure they did put those walls there just to catch you out. think you got plenty of space on the left-hand side, but nope. That wall always juts out and gets you right at the last minute. He's like the game's final boss. Oh, god damn it. Bloody walls. Go on, get a move on. That's probably really messed with the tires as well, so... If he doesn't pit on this lap, I think I'm going to go back in and get some fresher tires. Just to go to the end. Because overcooking the tires trying to catch up to this doofus is really not making my life any easier, to be honest. No, so I'm going to go in just for an extra set of fresh tyres. Just to safeguard myself for the rest of the race. Don't spin it. I think that's probably lost us less time that time when we, well, in comparison to our first pit stop. So I think this is going to benefit us greatly once the tyres warm up and we're able to get a bit of grip. Oh, looks like one of them's pitted. Cool. Alright, so we're up to second. And there's the leader. From the look of the little map, I think the leader at the time went into the pit wall and got stuck because he was stationary there for a very long time. Oh, for God's sake, that stupid bloody wall. You just instinctively know when you go into that little chicane whether you've got it right or wrong, and you always tense up when the car gets close to that wall. Alrighty, 7 laps to go. And there be the leader, who is Subaru, I think. Yep, that is definitely the Subaru. We'll just make easy work of him. And there we go, another lap complete. 6 laps to go. So as I say, the race time would be between 49 minutes and 55. I think it's going to be fairly close to the 55-minute mark. Oh, and again, into the wall. Five laps to go. That's really cool. You see the cars actually driving on the other side of the track, completing their laps. And I think the bloke that was in second place pitted as well, because I've now got quite a hefty lead. Still not managed to beat the lap record of 1:47.757. That was close. I thought it was going to go into the wall then. Oh, and of course, the obligatory spin. Alright, get a move on. I think the All Night 2 is going to be a lot more difficult than this one because we're going to be in a Dodge Viper. No racing models allowed on the second event. So I'm not sure if we're going to be outpaced or if we're going to completely obliterate the rest of the competition. I'm not sure. It's going to be a first time taking part in that event in a standard Dodge Viper, but we'll see. Of course, not standard, it has been modified to some extent. But you just can't have the body kits or anything on there, so... No. Oh, that was lucky. I thought you were going to go into the wall again then. Our lead has dwindled a little bit, but not enough to cause any concern. Back on to the front stretch for the penultimate time. As we begin the final lap. Ah, it looks like we're coming up to lap someone as well. Ah, and that'll be the Lancer Evo 4. Bless, he tried his best, I think. He's going to be in 4th place, I would say. Still understeering at the end. Couldn't catch him enough to lap him. But there we go. All Night 1 is complete, and it's just under an hour, 57:31.875. Yeah, not too bad. So the GTR then was 2nd, the Impreza was 3rd, the Lancer that we almost lapped finishes 4th, the Accord, and the Exiv. The Accord finishing 5th, which is pretty damn good. And there we go, so another endurance race under our belt. Unfortunately, the replay didn't go as far as when the AI spun in front of me. It only got to lap 6 and then it cut off, of course, because of memory in hardware limitations, of course. But yeah, the total time then, 57 minutes, 31 seconds, and 0.875. Our fastest lap was a 1:47.757 on lap 19, which isn't too bad at all. So we get our bonus credits then of 150,000, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're almost at the million credit mark, which I don't mind at all. So let's go and have a look at our new prize car as well. And I forgot to show off something previously as well after the 300 kilometers at Grand Valley. And that's, of course, the car wash function. I think our Subaru definitely does need it after that long race. So let's have a quick gander at the new car. And it is a Sylvia Le Mans edition, and yeah, not as good as the Supra that we got previously, but it's better than a sharp kick in the gonads. Anyway, let's go back up to where is the Legacy Touring Wagon, and you can see he looks pretty shiny there, but yeah, he's definitely, he could do with a wash, for sure. So yeah, you do have a car wash function, and it just makes him look a little bit shinier. And there you go. doesn't really change much at all, to be honest. So yeah, with that, I'm going to leave it here for now, and next time will be the last endurance race and the penultimate episode of Gran Turismo. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time for the All Night 2 endurance race. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.